welcome back to Chicken for Breakfast, the podcast where we talk about the basic fundamentals of life and perspective to, well, me. I'm your host, Magic, and today we have a couple of exciting announcements. First of all, we've got the Chicken for Breakfast t-shirt out and ready, available for you to purchase for $20. If you are interested, go ahead and hit me up on any of our social media platforms. You can personal message me through the Chicken for Breakfast Facebook page if you are interested in buying one of these really cool shirts. They're really nice, they're really comfortable, I really enjoy it, and I appreciate all the support for the channel. You guys are awesome. Thank you for tuning in today. Well, let's hop right into it. So, we do have another announcement as well for another video coming this week, and that'll be towards the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. We are continuing our Scout is Brave. We are continuing our Scout is series, and today we are doing a Scout is Brave, and this one is something very important to me. It's very relatable to a lot of people, and I think it's something that is hard to do. It's hard to be brave. It's hard to live in a society where there's constant negativity and struggle. So we'll kind of talk about that, and yeah, let's just go. Let's just get it going. So, according to the Scouting Handbook, a Scout is brave. A Scout can face danger although he is afraid, and he can stand for what he thinks is right even if others laugh at him or threaten him. And this is crazy. This is something that's very important. It takes somebody being super strong to be brave, and you gotta have a strong mindset, because some people let what other people say get to them. Some people let what other people think get to them. Some people let what those around them think, and they don't make decisions on what they want to do or what's good for them or what's good for their careers or what they know is right. You make the bad decision it's influenced by what other people think or what other people say or what other people do, and that's not very fair. It's not very fair to ourselves, and bravery is something that I think is very difficult in today's world, and it's because we live in that kind of society where if someone doesn't agree with what you say, or you say something that offends somebody, it's so easy to offend people. But if you say something that offends somebody, or you do something that offends somebody, there's so many different repercussions that can happen. Some people are very hostile and aggressive, or will threaten you, or will attack you even, and that's like the extreme. But I mean, it's out there, and there's others that will just, ridicule you and bash you, slander you, and they will just talk so much trash about you on social media or to those around them, and they will do everything they can to destroy your reputation. There are so many negative things that can come from us being ourselves, and bravery is just that. Bravery is understanding that happens, that doesn't affect me. It's like, I know that this is what I want to do, and I know that in this process, somebody might not like it. Yeah, there's a lot that could go wrong. There's a lot that somebody might not like or approve of, but your reasoning should be more important. If it's for you, if it's for somebody you care about, if it's for your career, if it's for something important, who cares what anyone else thinks? Who cares what anyone else tries to do? When I moved up here from where I used to live just to come to Ohio Media School, and obviously I live alone and everything, and that was kind of a scary thought. It was exciting at first, but it was also kind of scary, and it was like, I'm going to be all by myself. There's not going to be anyone that I know around. I have to meet new people, I have to do new things, I have to learn how to do this by myself. And that's always like that big thing when, people go to college, or people, they just move in general. That's always like a struggle. So I think it's super relatable. As I said at the beginning of this episode, it is super relatable to have to be brave. But I wasn't about to let that fear of, I won't know what to do, that fear of, what if something terrible happens and I'm not home for it, anything like that. I wasn't letting that fear stop me from doing something that I needed to do. and it was important to me. It's something that I love. I mean, we started this amazingly dope podcast, and I would have never done that if I wasn't brave enough to stand in the face of that worry, that doubt, that fear. So I think that's also very important to know. Is the bottom line is, I know this is going to be kind of a short episode, which is totally okay. But bravery is something that takes so much strength, because we've talked about this in other podcasts before, especially season 1. Do it for you. Do it for your success. Do it for your happiness. Do it for the people that you care about. Do it for your own reasons. Because there's always going to be something, there's always going to be someone that is going to pose a problem. There's always going to be an obstacle in the way. And if there's not, you probably aren't doing anything. Not anything, but you probably aren't doing it right. If life is so super easy, something's wrong. That's how I feel. And I could be wrong. Some people might just have super easy lives, and I mean, if they're happy with that, that's great. But I've just never had that experience of just, I think that anyone who has an easy life, like, that's not really as easy. So, I like working for what I have. I like working for everything. And people who have it easy do too. I get that. But it's like, I every single day I have to be brave. Every single day I have to fight. Every single day we all do. And it's so difficult sometimes to just stop caring about what other people think, or what other people do, or what other people say. And yeah, people are going to laugh at you. People are going to threaten you maybe. It's the kind of world that we live in. If it's right to you, do it. Don't change. Don't change for anybody. There's no point. Because as soon as you do that, you're not being you, and you're not happy. You're chasing someone that you're never going to reach. So you might have an easy life at that point, but are you happy? So, to wrap things up, bravery is a mindset, and it's very hard sometimes, I get it, but I encourage you to keep fighting, keep being brave, make the decisions that you know are good for you, and those around you, and people you care about, things you care about. Don't let the negativity, don't let the haters get you down, honestly. So, this week we do have a bonus episode coming. We did a Life of Chicken for Breakfast podcast, and you might have seen some social media posts about it, but that will be being released here very shortly this week, so stay tuned for that. We also have an Earth Day podcast that might not be on YouTube, it might not be here on the channel, so we'll have to see how I can throw that together. But thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget about the really cool merch. I'm very excited. This is really cool. It looks dope. I love it. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. I know that eating chicken sounds like a weird concept, but I enjoy it. And essentially, at the end of the day, I hope you will too.